All right, so welcome again to this Monday LiveGood presentation, and we always do it interactive because we allow for question, we allow for feedback, for testimonials, and so forth. But we'll start off with the presentation, and then we'll go into that part. So LiveGood is the most exciting and most simple online business, and listen to me, it is so exciting that in 13 months. We have reached a big figure, 1 million members in just over 1 year of its existence. Why are so many persons excited about LiveGood? Why are so many persons joining LiveGood and being part of it and benefiting from it? And I know a lot of persons do it because of the health reason, because it helps improve our health, but also another class is doing it to help to eradicate poverty, to help give them a safety net as it relates to their finance and being able to make ends meet. So it's a double whammy. We have both of it. Your health and your wealth is being taken care of here in LiveGood. LiveGood is a company established in the United States, in Florida, and it is committed, and I tell we because we are very much part of it. We are committed to helping people, right? And the way that we do so is by bringing to everyone, bringing ourselves included, the most advanced nutritional supplement on the market. And when I say the most advanced, you will see why. All right, it's just not a boastful statement, it's an actual statement, all right? An actual statement of facts. Yeah, so the reason that we can bring this product on the market because we choose the purest, highest quality ingredients. All right, it is made on the good manufacturing procedures in the United States itself. It meets the regulation, the requirement for good manufacturing, as well as being the highest product, genuine product. And we are able to bring to the market really good genuine products that actually produces results. And the person who puts it together ensures that it meets the requirements for which it is being advertised or is it being produced. And the aim definitely is to help people get healthy and to stay healthy, right? And to be able to afford to do that. Right? That is very important because many times we go to the doctor and so forth to get procedures done, but we can't afford it, right? And these procedures, they're very expensive and they're very intrusive, right? Sometimes you have to be cutting this limb and cutting this part and cutting this and cutting the breast there and cutting, we do all of these things to try to ameliorate problems. But here in LiveGood, we are leaving all your parts together, but cleaning them up, restoring them, revitalizing them so that it can come back better than it used to be. The person who put all this thing together is Ben Glinsky, who is the co-founder and CEO of this company. And for over 20 years, he have been in the network marketing industry. He have run business. He have successful nutritional supplement companies. And he knows the ins and outs about it, right? Very, very affable gentleman, very down to earth. It looks like somebody that you can easily bond with, right? Because of the way he presents himself, and the way he loves people. So along with himself, he has teamed with Noda Kazan, and the two of them are the brainchild of this company. Ultimately, they brought it together. Noda Kazan has been in the industry for over 30 years. And the two of them combined have over 50 years of experience in network marketing. And so they have put all of that together from what they have learned along the way and have brought to us this remarkable company called LiveGood. Now, because their first intention and primary intention was to deal with the health issues, and that stemmed out of the effects of COVID. When they saw, how COVID ravaged the world, and all because many persons were not healthy, right? And many persons who had very, very low, very inadequate health status, their health status was inadequate, they succumbed or at least were dealt really, really badly with the COVID virus. And from that same, this company, they had it in mind, but it just came at the right time. They put it together at the right time to say, we need to get ready for the next pandemic. We need to keep ourselves healthy and not just wait at the time to see what we can do. And because of that, they've teamed up with the health guys. That is Ryan Goodkin, Dr. Ryan Goodkin, pharmacist by profession, and he's the developer of all of the LiveGood product. And his wife, who is a health educator herself, she promotes health, she lives health, she train persons in health, and also train her kids in the same. She is very, very particular about the things that she puts in her system and teaches us everything that you need to know about these products, honestly. And if you have any question beyond what is written, beyond what we present, you can easily write to her and she responds. Now, the LiveGood is a direct sales company, but like many other network marketing, they sell products. But unlike many of the others, we are seeing an explosion in growth. And we are not talking about a company that have been around and persons have gotten to know. We are saying in the first year of our existence, we have reached 1 million member mark. The word is going around. People are seeing results, experiencing for themselves what LiveGood is all about, and they are telling others. They're inviting others. Persons are listening the presentation. They listen to the presentations. They're getting the information. They're trying the products for themselves, and they're coming out and say it is good. It is doing what it says it would. It would be doing. So within the first 7 months, we had reached the 500,000 mark, and 6 months later, we are at 1 million members. Why are so many persons so excited about LiveGood? Well, for one, LiveGood is it has a membership model where it invites persons to become members of the company. And members means also shareholders, right? And so as you grow in the company, as you position yourself in the company, you will be receiving from the company's profits. All right. But beyond that, or even before that, as you buy the product to use for yourself, to give to a friend, to your mother, to your neighbor, whoever, you are able to save on your investment. And sometimes up to 75% compared to other network marketing companies. And you'll see that when in some of the products that we will be showing you. The traditional network marketing company used to have a good product, but usually they are overpriced. And persons are excited at the beginning. It's like the people when the Lord said that receive the word with gladness, and then pretty soon the cares of this world takes this thing away from them. Well, exactly this. When persons receive the network marketing, they receive it with gladness, but then they have to consider their bills. They have to consider the tuition. They have to consider their mortgage, their rental, their utilities. Then they have no more money to buy the LiveGood product. I shouldn't say the LiveGood product, but they should have no more money to buy the network marketing product, whichever one that they have been in. So what LiveGood has done, it has removed that. It has made the products at just over the manufacturing cost, right? So that they are not making profit per se on the product because they want everyone to be able to afford it and to be able to continue with it so that they will gain their health and their strength. All right. We have removed the auto ship requirement because companies used to say that because you are a member of the company, we will send you a shipment of product that you have to try to dispose, whether you use it or you buy it, or whether you buy it, whether you use it, whether you sell it, whatever, dispose it at the end of the month, depending on your sales, you will get ranks or you will get a compensation. Well, LiveGood says, no, we don't have to do that. We can't be forcing persons to use or to buy products that they don't need, that they can't afford. We don't have to do that. Our rank is not based upon how much volume that we sell, right? And you'll understand that in the compensation plan. And also, we do not have to start back at zero or on day one every month. In other words, after we have sold for the month, if we made some volume, we don't have to start back from point one again every month and try to make up for the compensation plan. No, as you can actually sell no product and still have a compensation. You'll understand how. All right. The other thing with LiveGood is that many companies and other companies do have membership concept. Amazon Prime, for example, you're a member of Amazon Prime, you get some discounts, right? You're a member of Costco, paid $60 a year, you will get some discounts on your product. You might get some free shipment and so forth. You are a member of Netflix. Well, of course, you see your movie. You see it without ads and all of the other advertisement that sometimes bugs people. Now, I do not know why persons actually spend money just to sit down and watch movies, but some persons, I guess, take some entertainment in it, and maybe it relaxes their brains somewhat. I think there are better ways to use your money. But nevertheless, some persons do it. And let me tell you, not just some, but 242 million people are signed up to Netflix, right? 232 million people. That's a lot of people. We are talking about, LiveGood have just made 1 million mark. Netflix is at 232 million as of now, right? But we are coming. We are coming with a better modular, better products. All right. So what are the products that we have that persons are finding benefit from? Well, the very first one that I want to mention is the one to do with your brain. All right. Now, as we grow, our abilities, our brain function and our abilities begin to deteriorate. It's just a natural aging thing. All right. Now, why they do that is because there is an organelle in every cell. It's called the mitochondria. It's a part of every cell. Whether it's a brain cell, whether it is muscle cell, whether it is skin cell, there is a mitochondria. It's the energy producing part of the cell. As you grow or as you age, this mitochondria begins to produce less and less. Somebody's trying to... Yes, begin to produce less and less. And when it does, so goes the ability of the cell. Because if there is no energy, it's like a dog that is being starved or a horse that is being starved. It will not have the energy as the one that is, eating 3 times a day. Or even you, if you are not feeding yourself well, you will not have the energy to go on. But the very same thing, if the cell does not produce its energy adequately, then it will not have the functionality to go on and to produce and to do what it's supposed to do. So in your brain, there are cells that are responsible for giving you alertness and mental clarity and memory and creative thinking and so forth, right? That's what your brain is there for. This cell needs to be energized. As the mitochondria begins to diminish its output, as you begin from age about 30 to 40, it begins to slow down. By the time you get to 60 and above, it has slowed down more considerably. So because of that, your memory begins to go. Your mental clarity and ability to process, tough mental, work and so forth is also affected. Your mental agility is also affected. So it just goes with the territory of aging. But here's what: if you are able to revive your somebody's mic is on. If you're able to revive your cells, your brain cells, then you can also not only stop the degradation, but also reverse the conditions of brain, of mental clarity and so forth. And you can gain back to a large extent the ability to do what you used to do when you were a child, or when you were youth, when you were able to process hard stuff, go to school, get your master's and so forth. You'll still be able to retain a lot of information. And none of us really want to, you see our older folks, and they begin to get senile, they begin to get forgetful and so forth. You wish that you don't have to go through that. In fact, some persons say, I don't want to give any problem to my kids, I don't want to do things that, that would bring shame and so forth. So you'd want to be able to maintain that. And here's the way that you do it. Methylene blue. Methylene blue is it's a compound, natural compound that is blue, very blue. I think Martha have a story to say about that. It increases the amount of oxygen that is delivered to the brain cell, and therefore improves the energy producing factories. It improves the mitochondrial work. All right. So as more energy, oxygen is delivered, more energy is produced, and the cells that were sluggish and they were, not able to function, gets a new boost on life. So it helps enhance your memory, it protects your brain health, it supports positive mood, and also improves your focus and cognition. All right. Methylene Blue is just, at LiveGood, you can get it for just $12.95 for the month supply. Right? Not much at all. We have bioactive multivitamins for both male and female. And when we talk about multivitamins, we're not talking about any cheap stuff. The very best natural organic ingredients. The fact is, most of us and most persons generally are deficient in at least one or more vitamins and minerals. All right. And the reason is because we are not, either we are making the wrong choice of food, the wrong amount of food that we eat, or the amount of the good stuff, or what we are consuming, what we are buying, what we are able to afford does not have the nutritional value it once had, right? The soil is depleted. They're using more fertilizer to produce stuff, using chemicals and so forth, maybe even not allowing it to mature properly, because the market, there's a demand on the market, so they get it to the market much quicker, so all of these things are leaving us with nutritional gaps, right, as it relates to our nutrient level. And so this also will also have a direct impact on our immune system, on our bone structure, our muscle, and everything of that. So a lot of things are affected, our cardiovascular, our immune, all of that. So with the multivitamins that we have, it has 24 vitamins and minerals. And it covers vitamins like vitamin E, vitamin C, E, the entire B line, B1, B2, B3, B6, B12, BH, BK. Just name it. If you want to know, B5, all of that is in here. And all of these vitamins are important. Iron, zinc, selenium, manganese, all of the trace elements that you probably have never heard about. It is right there in these multivitamins, 26 vitamins and minerals, along with things like, lycopene, that for the men in particular, because it helps protect against prostate cancer. The women have the extra iron in their production, in their dosage as well, because the women need more iron than men, and so forth. Glycine, just name it, manganese, just zinc, and all of the things that is needed for proper health is here in our multivitamins. And the cost, you will be surprised. Our cost is just $9.95. $9.95 will give you this multivitamin, 60 complete capsules. 2 a day will give you more nutrients than you need for the day. Sometimes in some instances more for the week. You are getting a lot of nutrients in there. When you compare that to the others on the market, Metagenics has a phyto multivitamins that is made from plants as well, but theirs are $47 and ours is just $9, or even less than $10. New Medica has theirs as well, $29, 3 times more. So when we talk about you're saving in that first instance more than 79%. So whereas the person would have to pay $47, $47.50, $47.45, you're only paying $10 for something that is comparable and even sometimes superior to all the others. All right, we have a vitamin called vitamin D, and you've heard about it. Vitamin D. Where do you get your vitamin D from? Well, the primary source of vitamin D is from sun. And so people of the Caribbean, unlike Marva, who live in the cold country, but people of the Caribbean, we shouldn't really not be lacking vitamin D. Unfortunately, we do. You say, how could that be? The sun is out every day. I think it's 365 days the sun is out down in the Caribbean, right? And even when the rain comes after, well, except there is a storm, 2 days don't pass before you see the sun again. You know, so the sun is available, and so we should not be lacking in vitamin D. But the fact is, a lot of persons do not spend any time in the sunlight. We spend time in our home, we jump into our vehicle, we put our air condition on, we pull up our windows. It's all dark as well. And then we drive to work, and when we get to work, we enter into a building, put on the air condition, we stay in until we go out, back into our vehicle and back into our home, and we never see the sunlight. And it never shines upon us, right? The light is around, but it doesn't shine upon us because we pretty much run away from the sun. Well, we need to spend some more time in the sun. God has given us the ability to filter out the dangerous radiation from the sun, right? The melanin in our skin is given for that purpose. So persons who live closer to where the sun is the hottest, they are darker in complexion. God have designed us that way to be able to spend. Now, also that dark complexion, because of the high melanin concentration and its ability to trap out the sun, also is a negative thing in some cases, because here's why. If you are darker in skin, you need to spend more, you need to have more sun exposure to get the same amount of penetration into the dermal area where the vitamin D is produced. A lighter skin person would have to spend less time. So if your problem is not getting enough time, if you're lighter skin, you have an advantage, because maybe 5 minutes would give you enough of a dose, whereas a darker person, we may have to take 20 minutes to get enough of that dose, right? You see it with the white people. When they come, by the time they leave the beach, they are all tan, right? We, the darker skinned people, we spend a lot more time in there and we don't get the tan, right? Because we are trapping a lot of that thing out away. Good in a sense because it prevents the skin cancer, but also bad in the sense if we are not spending enough to get an adequate amount of penetration into our dermis. And that needs to happen to activate the cholesterol in our skin to be able to produce the vitamin D. So why is vitamin D so important? It is the #1 vitamin as it relates to our immune system. If you want a robust immune system to be able to fight germs and cancer and everything out there that is bad, you need to have a lot of vitamin D. It also is responsible for the absorption of calcium and phosphorus. So calcium is good for strong bones and teeth, both calcium and phosphorus, strong bones and teeth, and other things in our system. But without vitamin D, you can't absorb it. No matter how much calcium tablets you're taking or how much milk you're drinking, or anything that have to do in dairy, you say that it has calcium, yes, but if you don't have vitamin D, it just goes back into the waste. It is not absorbed. And so you can be consuming a lot of calcium at the same time, still have osteoporosis, still have fractured bones, still your teeth is deteriorated and so forth, right? Because it may very well be because you are lacking in vitamin D. All right. It is good to prevent against infection. Vitamin D also improves the function of the muscle. It has a strong role in reduction of inflammation in your system, as well as it regulates your growth, your cell growth, your neuromuscular and immune function. That has to do with your nerve function, your nerve signal to your muscles. So vitamin D is important in terms of your walking and your exercise and so forth, because signal has to come from the brain onto your muscles, say feet lift, hands lift, and if there is an impairment in that, if vitamin D is inadequate, you will get that problem. The functionality of these things would be affected. Vitamin D is also important in regulating your glucose. So somebody who has pre-diabetes or even been diagnosed with diabetes, you need to have a lot of vitamin D to help your body metabolize the glucose so that you will not get that excess in your bloodstream. All right. So vitamins, as I say, support your bones. It also support your muscle, your immune system, prevent inflammation in your body, and also maintain proper heart function. So very, very important. How much is vitamin D? 850 for LiveGood member. The others compared on the market, the very good ones, comparative to ours, 2140 for pure, and Metagenics has theirs for 34, over 75% saving if you use the LiveGood vitamin D. Magnesium, what do you know about it? It is involved in it's probably the most involved mineral in the body. Over 300 biochemical reaction would not be possible without magnesium. Every single day, your body needs magnesium in its functioning. It is important to prevent heart problems, to prevent sleeping problems, to help to prevent your focus level. You know, it's important to give you good focus and clarity, to help manage stress, you know, to help keep your bone and your exercise performance. Another compound that is very important for persons who suffer with diabetes, right? Because it helps manage blood sugar, right? It and also reduce speed. Vitamin D is not vitamin, but magnesium is so important. The other thing that has been discovered about magnesium is that if your magnesium level is too low compared to your calcium level, it increases your risk of prostate disorder, whether it's prostate cancer or enlarged prostate, benign enlarged prostate. All right. So you need a lot of magnesium, or enough magnesium, to keep your prostate intact. And for men, that's a big issue. The number one cancer for men is the prostate cancer. All right. A lot of persons are dying with it. We should note, especially Caribbean people, especially us down here. We stay in the sun and so forth, but also getting enough magnesium into the system would enable us to ward off the prostate problems that others are having. All right. It's not expensive in LiveGood, just $9.95. And you could get a bottle of that will last you for a month or more, depending on how you use it. But we can guarantee you're getting the best magnesium, the most bioavailable magnesium there is on the market. All right, very important. Super Red is so important because it is, as whenever you think of heart health, you're thinking of the red, you're thinking of the blood, you think of good blood and circulation. People are said to be anemic, they don't have much enough blood. You need to get onto Super Red. What is Super Red? Super Red is a concentration of all the red fruits and vegetables. Well, not all, but a good number of them, right? And they are put together, they are grounded, they're blended together, they're grounded, and then they form into a powder, right? And there is no preservative in our Super Red. So that is organic product with no preservative. How nice, right? And all you do is just take a scoop and put it in water, put it in juice, put it in your smoothie, put it on anywhere you want, on your food, on your salad, anywhere you want, and you can have your Super Red for the day. You can have two servings or one serving, depending on what you want to do. But why is Super Red important, and what it's good for? It's good for your cardiovascular health. It is good for circulation. It is good for your brain and cognitive function. And it is also very good for your sexual health. All right. The way that it does that is that it increases the amount it increases the amount of nitric oxide in your body. Now, nitric oxide is what your body produces so that it could cause what is called vasodilation. It opens up the veins and the arteries in your system and allow the blood to flow freely and prevent any blockage or anything of that sort. So oxygen is getting into all your cell, nutrients is getting into all your cell, carbon dioxide is being removed, everything is working in top shape. When that is done, your body has no problems, right? Your pressure goes down and your circulation is increased. So all of your cells are active again. If you want to slowing down, Super Red will get you energized again because it takes all of these, it creates the avenue, the pathway, the road network, smooth road, so you could travel, so the blood can travel nicely, the red blood cell, the white blood cell, and all the hormones and everything is traveling freely in your system as if when you were in your teens, right? And that is what Super Red does. And so it also helps with sexual health as well, because of the increased circulation no impairment. All the blood is circulating. For men in particular, when he needs an erection, he needs that blood to be flowing into his organ, and all of that is working really, really, really well. And so persons are seeing, in fact, for a long time, Super Red is the highest, is the one that most persons request, the one that is sold the most. All right. Because not only are the ladies very good about their, very careful about their health, but the men are getting benefits from it as well. And so men tend to buy anything that helps them in the bedroom. All right. That's a natural way of doing it. All right. And that's what it's doing, and persons are buying. $18 for our Super Red. We have a counterpart to Super Red. That's Super Green. And Super Green is good for your immune protection. It's good for energy and recovery. It is good for stress. A lot of persons suffer from stress, right? In fact, all of us experience stress in a day, but how we handle it, you know, is different. And some persons are not able to handle it. Some are able to. At the end of the day, yes, they were stressful situation, but they're able to stay calm, they're able to stay collected, stay focused, and still be able to manage and multitask and do all of these things and still come out very, very good. That is the Super Green helps you manage stress. It helps your digestive health, you know, so you don't suffer with heartburn and indigestion and constipation and that kind of thing. It also helps to detox your system, clean up your liver, clean up your large intestine and so forth, keeps the hernias and those things away, right? Keeps the cancer, colon cancer and all of these things away. So you detox your body. So that is very, very good. Your kidneys, you know, working properly. So very, very good. Super Green, $18 again, with all the wonderful, wonderful green product, the matcha, the moringa, the aloe vera, dandelion, and the name it, just name it. Blackberry, raspberry, strawberry, all of that you can find in our Super Green, and it works well. 100% vegan, USDA organic certified, non-GMO, just name it. It has all the qualities that you need. If you are thinking of, or the doctor or somebody have told you that, you know, you eat less meat because it's not good for the health, you know, you have a cholesterol problem or so forth, you want to switch your diet, you are worried about where will you get your protein from, we have something called complete plant-based protein, right? Complete plant-based protein that produces all the protein and more that you need for the day. Not only that, this protein has been infused with vitamins and minerals. So we're talking about something almost like a complete food. The only thing it's lacking is the fats, maybe some carbohydrates. So you still need an additional source. You're not just going to feed on protein all day because you need the carbohydrate, the protein, and the roughage and so forth. But otherwise, you are getting all the protein that you need in this. And the way that you use it is it's in powdered form. Trust me, it smells nice, it tastes nice. It makes the best smoothie, the best shake, you know. And you can, I mean, it's just really, really, really good. And we can all have it for just $22 at LiveGood. We have the essential amino that it's a counterpart to the protein. But the amino is when you take protein in your body, in your food, it has to be broken down into amino acids. And your body can use that amino acid to produce other protein or to produce other amino acids that is needed, you know, for whether it has to do with your energy, whether it has to do with your cell, your structure, your build, your muscle structure, and muscle strength, and everything of that sort. Amino acid is necessary. So these things can not only help your brain, but also helps your body. So and gives you that boost that you need, especially if you're somebody that is active, you're going to the gym, you're going for a walk, you take some of that before you go and you get that energy to do a lot more than you would do if you did not have it. When you're feeling down and fatigued, tired, the brain is tired, you work all day and you have to drive home and you're feeling sleepy on the way, these things actually wake you up and it keeps you alert and focused, get you home safely. It's not a drug. It is just simple amino acid made readily available that works almost instantly. As soon as you take it, it begins to work and keeps you awake and focused and boosts your energy. So amino acid, very, very good stuff. The factor 4 is good for it to manage inflammation, right? And a lot of persons are complaining about inflammation. Inflammation is the #1 cause of sickness and death in the world, bar none. 50% of all deaths is related to inflammation in the body. We're talking about things like diabetes, another result of inflammation, stroke, cancer, the heart disease, arthritis, kidney problems, all of that, inflammation. These are the diseases that are killing people, right? And so if you have a product that's able to control and even reverse inflammation, you know what you're doing for your body, right? You are correcting a lot of the problems that, you know, that are ongoing, reversing a lot of the issues and you know, and getting better. I used to have a pain right there in my farm, and it had been going on for a while. It's not completely off yet, but I began, in fact, that was the one drug, that was the one product I really, really was looking forward to when I heard about what Factor 4 does. And I started using it. It has helped. It's almost, the pain's almost completely gone. Not completely, but almost. But it's almost like I don't even know, except I think about it, I don't even know that it's there anymore. I have a friend who actually uses it. She told me that she had watched my presentation and she wanted that super rare, not that Factor 4, nothing else, but that Factor 4. And within a month, or less than a month, she came to me personally and said, it actually worked. I have absolutely no pain. How can I get another bottle? I say, you need to join Super LiveGood, and you can get all the bottles that you need, right? It actually works, right? So that is a good product to have. If you're conscious about your health, your weight, and you want to lose weight in a natural way, this organic coffee is very, very good for you. It has mushrooms, functional mushroom. That is what is called adaptogens. It helps stimulate the burning of the fat, all right? And so you get to lose the weight very, very gracefully and naturally. CBD oil is good for depression. CBD is a compound. It's a cannabinoid that is taken from the cannabis plant. It's not the one that causes the high, cause person to be high. That's called THC, all right? Tetrahydrocannabinol. But this one is just called cannabidiol. That's another type of, I would say the good one, the really, really good one. And it is the most concentrated in the cannabis plant. That's the one you'll get the most greatest extracts from. And I think there's the reason why it's there, right? Because it is the best of all the cannabinoids in the cannabis plant. And then it helps. They have, and these what I listed here are proven, scientifically proven, lab tests and everything, doctors and everything. They're even making medication out of it as well. You've heard of medicinal marijuana, for example. They're using the cannabidiol to produce relief inflammation, relief pain. It's good for arthritis, for anxiety, seizures. I mean, just name it. All right, and all of these things, Parkinson and all of these, they have been shown. Other things they say is good for asthma, for epilepsy, and all of these. So and many more. They have found over 100 uses for it so far. And this is still under investigation. And some of the countries are beginning to awaken to it and begin to relax their legislation, their laws, to allow persons to use it in a responsible way. Of course, I would advise no one to smoke marijuana. No one to smoke anything, period. Whether it's paper, banana leaves, or anything, don't smoke. Smoking is the problem, all right? It is a problem no matter what you smoke. Persons who do charcoal are coming down with COPD. Not because there was any marijuana in there, but the smoke inhalation. The smoke that goes into that lung cannot be removed, and it causes inflammation in the lung and some condition called emphysema and chronic bronchitis. That is what is COPD. And it's just a death warrant, honestly. COPD, there's no cure for it. At the moment, they have not found a cure or any way to reverse it. So avoid smoking. Ours is only $18. All the good ones on the market, Green Roads, much less in quality. Not in quality, I should say, in the amount, that, you know, because ours have 750 milligrams as opposed to Green Roads with only 550 milligrams. And whereas ours is going for $18, Green Rose is selling theirs for $90. That's 5 times more, right? And people who used to buy Green Rose are coming over to LiveGood to buy our LiveGood CBD oil now. And so we're seeing remarkable growth in our sales. All right. This new product was there before, E-free. It was pulled out. It was repackaged with newer stuff and greater stuff. And now it's back. E-free, energy, endurance, and electrolytes. The electrolytes is good for hydration of the cell. The essential amino acids are good to improve your muscle mass, to enhance your muscle performance, to increase your to help you recover after burnout, after you've used energy to help your muscles recover and so forth, to increase your stamina and your strength, mental, to also help with mental stress and so forth. So it is energy, endurance, and electrolyte, and it's back for $18. And you see the comparison with other products that are similar for the same reason. And ours is 18, theirs is 50. You see, so LiveGood continue to show that it really wants person to be able to stay on the product and to be able to use the product and get the result that they want. Because if you only use the product, maybe one single bottle, that's what you can afford. It may do some correcting, but it may not finish the job. But if you can take it the second month and the third month, and you can take it all the time, because they are nutritional health products. They are natural green products, right? So it's not something that you'll get an overdose of or anything of that sort. So you can stay on the product and get not just correction of the problem, but now you are restoring and you are getting and you're revitalizing your system. There is the essential oil that just came out last week. Essential oil have been used for many years. All right. Today, the essential oil is used to describe the essence of the plants, fragrance, and they use processes like distillation and cold press to extract the essence, the fragrance out of the plants, right? And these are good to relieve stress, boost immunity, fight infections, help with digestion, help you to concentrate, because you can burn it in the room and then just have a calming effect upon your brain where you can meditate and concentrate and be able to persons have been using for long. So we have in our package, there's the lemon essential oil, there is the lavender, there is the tea tree, the peppermint, there is the frankincense, as well as the immunity blend. All right. So so ours have there are plenty which you could choose the ones that you want, the ones that you need. Whether if you are boosting up your energy, you are doing to refresh your environment, the frankincense is good for skin. There's some that is good for because of its bacterial properties, like the tea tree. You can use that as a disinfectant to sterilize your counter and so forth. Some can be drunk, some should not be. It could only be used on the external. But all that information you can find out if we write, or you go to the website, you can find out which one of them is used and how it's supposed to be used. For persons who are into bodybuilding, athletes and so forth, who are building muscle and so forth, and endurance and even weight management, there is a creatine, that's the protein powder that they can use, and it's much cheaper than you get the other protein powder the guys use when they go to the gym, right? Just $19.95. There are skin products that we have, the Instant Youth, that help you remove the appearance of wrinkles in less than 2 minutes. It actually works instantly, right? And you want to look good, you want to go to an interview, and you're out there waiting on the outside, and just before the call, you put this thing on. When the ladies are leaving their work and they want to get back onto the street to go home, they always go into the bathroom and spend another 10 minutes there, putting on their makeup and everything of that sort. It's a lady thing, right? And so they could have some of that instant youth and pass this thing on your face and you look young again, right? Ageless works even better because Ageless has what is called collagen. And the collagen is what causes your skin to look radiant and smooth. And when you were young, the youthful skin that you have. Well, if you put it back, if you put the collagen back into your skin, though you're getting old, it will get your skin looking young again. It also stimulates your body to produce natural collagen, right? And these are all made from plants, and they produce result. Collagen itself is even better because some persons have knee pains and they have cartilage problems and you know, tendonitis and all of these things. The collagen actually is because the collagen in your system is being depleted, right? And that's the reason. So if you're able to put it back, you will get that regeneration again. Energy, focus, sleep. We have patches for that. We have everything, the everything pack you can get. We have the daily essential pack you can get. So if you buy them as a pack, you get it actually cheaper than if you buy it as an individual. We have other things like the t-shirts, other things like the shake bottle, the cap, right? The cap, I love the cap actually. It's a very nice cap, very nice design, you know, and yeah, it makes a statement, right? So some time ago I went to work where it was the off day, but I had to go down to do some stuff. Somebody, I had my shirt and my cap, and somebody like, what is this? I said, it's a company. And she was interested in finding out what the company was about, right? So it makes a statement, and you advertise your business that way. All right, so how do you become a member of LiveGood? You become a member by getting a link from the person who invited you. Or maybe a member already, he has a link, he gives to you, you use that link to sign up, all right? How much do you have to pay to become a member of LiveGood? Well, to become an affiliate member, you have to pay one time $40. And then on a monthly basis, you pay $9.95 to maintain your membership. So you start off with the $40 to become an affiliate, and you pay your $9.95. That's all you have to pay in LiveGood. Now, what does that afford you? As an affiliate member, it gives you the opportunity to gain money in the compensation plan. It also gives you access to an online business that you can promote and you can make money from, right? Of course, it also allows you to buy all of your product at the prices that I showed you, the discounted prices, right? As a member, you get that. Now, another thing that you can do is sign up for an entire year. And when you do that, you're actually saving money, because whereas you would have to pay $160 to sign up, if you're doing it on a monthly basis, the year would have cost $160, but if you sign up for a year package, you would pay $140, you get a $20, 2 months off. All right, so you pay 10 months and get 12 months coverage. The good thing for LiveGood is that they make it so affordable and accessible that even if you do not start as for the year's package, because maybe you don't have that $140 at the beginning, but you can start with the $40 start off, and the $10, that is $50. And then at any time that you probably have the $100, you could just upgrade to that year package, and you won't have to pay any extra for it. All right, so that's a good thing that LiveGood is doing. You're given also a link, as I said, to sign up persons, you have to have a link. So that link is, as a member, you're given a link that you can use to sign up your friend who wants to be part of LiveGood as well, right? Who wants to buy the products, who want to tell others, who want to make money. So that's it. You also, as I said, given a retail site where you can sell your product and you'll get compensation for it. So what are the compensation that LiveGood has? So we talked about the health. We talked about the ways that it can help you, restore your health and so forth. But how can it help your finance? Well, LiveGood have 7 different ways of doing that. All right. The first one is the Fast Start weekly commission. If you speak to somebody and they join LiveGood, they join with $50, right? $40. Everyone pays the affiliate $40 and then $10. That's the first month. The second month, they only have to pay 10. They don't have to pay the 40 anymore. The third month, just 10. From thereafter, whenever they pay the $40 once, you never have to do it again. All right, but when that person brings in that $50 to LiveGood, the company keeps $25 and gives back $25 the very same week to the person who brought in that new customer, that new member. All right, so you shared your link with 2 or 3 persons. Well, and they join the company, they would be bringing their $50, but the company keeps $25 and gives you $25. So that's a good way, a very, very quick way of making money in LiveGood. The more persons you bring in, the more you make. Every time you bring in a new person join, you'll get $25. That's not a bad way to get moving, all right? If you, by the time you have brought 2 persons, you become a bronze member. If you have just brought 1, you're honor rank. If you brought none, you're honor rank. But if you bring 2, you're bronze member. And now you open what is called generational weekly, because not only do you get the 50% on the first person that you bring, but if the person that you bring brings somebody, you can also get a 10% of that person's $50 as well. And if you become a silver member, then you can go 4 generations and be accumulating money. At the end of the week, you will see something substantial. Every new person that is brought in, the higher you rank, the more money that you will get. The matrix works this way. You have 2 positions that is placed directly under you. So everyone has a right and a left branch, basically. When the first 2 persons that you brought in fills that position, then any person else that you bring in has to go under this individual. But what is happening is that your team is being built. And so that you become the CEO of your company, and then you have your 2 managers, and under them, is being filled, the line managers, and then the ordinary workers. But everybody, as that person becomes, incorporated into it, he has a team being built under him as well, right? Of course, so you are here, you have these 2, you have a left and the right branch, but if it's him, he becomes his own CEO, and now he has 2 persons being built, and then under him has 4 persons being built. The more persons that is being added, the bigger your team gets. And every person that is under you, who continue on a monthly basis, you will be getting 25 cents off every person. That's a 2.5% of everyone's subscription, the monthly subscription. Now, 25 cents doesn't look much, but it adds up. Every 4 person that's under you, you're entitled to, you'll get $1. Every 8 person, you get $2. You understand me? And it just works out. If there are 100 persons being built in your team over time, then $25 is guaranteed you coming every month. And the team begins to grow, because I may not know the 3rd person in the third rank, but somebody that I brought in knew somebody who knew more people, and then it may be spreading out the whole workplace, and everybody becomes part of LiveGood because they want to benefit from the product, they want to benefit from the cash comeback, and so your team begins to build over time. LiveGood is not an overnight thing. It's something that is there. We are here for 1 year already, and we are just beginning, right? So as your team begins to build over time, you will be able to, if your team is completely built, 15 levels down, you will be able to be taking home every month over $16,000, right? Now, even if it doesn't build in 5 years completely, but let's say it's halfway built, you could be getting $4,000 every month. That's a good additional way of, of getting some residual income every month. That's US dollars that's coming your way. So over time, your team will build. There's a matching bonus that's even more exciting, because the matching bonus says, if I invite Millicent, I'm picking on you, Millicent, I love the name. So if I invite Millicent, and she now has other people that's been built under her, and she's making $50. Let's say she made $50 this month in the matrix. And because I was the one who invited her, I'm her senior, right? So the company gives me $25. Why? Continuously, because they are satisfied that I actually work to bring new persons into the company. Now, the people that have worked have brought in, so the company now is 1 million strong. So you can imagine you were the one who brought all that 1 million, how much money you'll be making. But the fact is, everybody else around the world is doing it. And so persons are gaining money. So whatever the person that you bring makes in the matrix, you will be getting half of it. That's just a bonus. That's just an additional bonus. LiveGood is just giving back to its members. The money it's collected, it's not just keeping it, it's giving it straight back to its members. All right. And then there's generational, it can happen how many levels down. All right. So there is the retail commission. The retail commission is the same website that you're given with all the products that I just mentioned and others that I did not mention. You can advertise it on your social media. You can advertise it on your status. You can put your link for your company on your YouTube page, wherever, Facebook, wherever. And your friends come on board, they look at it, they click on the link, they see the product, they're excited about the super red and so forth, they make a purchase. Well, as they do that, the company registered that that sale was made on your website. And so, and they split the profit half and half with you. So if the profit that they made was $10, they will keep half, the 5, and they will give you half. At the end of the month, all of the sale that is made adds up, and then that comes to your account at the end of the month. All right. So the more places that you can advertise your business and the more sales that you can make, the more you will make money. The influencer bonus, if you're making great sales for the company, they give you more than half of the comeback. In other words, they're adding a 10% if you're making $2,500 sale for the month, or if any month you make it, right? So instead of getting the 50%, they're adding another 10, that is 60%. And if you make a $5,000 sale, they add 20% more, so that you keep the 70% of the profit, and the company only keeps 30%. If you ever make a $50,000 sale, and that may be because maybe you own a pharmacy, maybe you own a health store, you know, so you have somebody who have a gym and you're buying the shakes and everything of that sort in bulk. It may be. If you ever make that kind of money for the sales for the company, they will allow you to keep all the profits. The 50 plus 50 more, that makes 100. All right, so that's just a fifth way of giving money back. The sixth way is by becoming a diamond. The diamond may take some time to get there, but it's the goal for all of us, that we will advertise the business, get persons recruited, and our people that we bring will get other people recruited, and it continue to grow. Like next year, it might be 3 million, and you may just have a 2,000 persons into that in that 3 million. You never know. You never know when you share it with somebody who that person knows. They may know somebody in the United States who knows, who have a big place where they work, and they can share it there, and then pretty soon you notice that a lot of persons have been added under you. You don't know them, but because you knew somebody who knew somebody and so forth. So that's the way eventually you can become a diamond. When you become a diamond, you really become a shareholder of the company, because every month the company makes money. They put 2% of their sales in a diamond pool, and all the diamonds share everything that's in there equally. It's a big amount. Talking about anything between 10 to 16 or even $20,000 on a monthly basis, right? And that we're talking about whenever you become a diamond, that happens every month. Clockwork, by clockwork. It's just good. And then there's a crown diamond that's even making a little more than the diamond still. So there are many ways. How do you gain that money from LiveGood? Well, if you're in the United States, it can be sent directly to your bank account. Right? You provide your bank statement, your bank account and number, and then they will send the money directly to you. If you do not have a US account, like most of us don't, it can be paid to you through the global e-wallet that is powered by whenever you have money come in, you can join the e-wallet, the global e-wallet, and then they keep that money, and then you can request that it be bank transferred to you, wire transferred. You can also, they also make available a credit card, or I should say a debit card, all right? A MasterCard that you can upload that money into, and you can make your sales. So think about it. If you have money in your bank, then you have a debit card, then the debit card is worth all the money that you have in the bank, all right? As much as you send onto it. Supposing you put your entire salary on your debit card, then you can make purchases for all of your salary. Now, no one would do that. That's crazy. All right, but let's say you have $1,000 that's commission. It gets uploaded to your debit card, so you can use your debit card to make purchases online, Amazon, Shein, wherever, Walmart, wherever you want to, because you give the debit card number and they extract the money from it. So why it's a kind of online transfer. Online transfer. Sorry for that noise. So the debit card looks like it only costs $10 to own it, and then all the money can be uploaded to it. You can use it to pay at your rest. You went to buy lunch at the restaurant, or have you and your spouse, you have a night night out, and you can use your card to pay for for what that you'll be buying for your room service, and so forth, for your meals. So you can use the card anytime, anywhere. You can use it in your ATM, and to be able to get the money that's on there, to be able to extract it using the MasterCard. Anywhere that has a Visa or MasterCard, the ATM that allows for it, then you can, so there's a card you can travel with and be able to shop online overseas, if you travel, because you have money on there. You can also use the cryptocurrency to get paid. And so they deal with Bitcoin, they deal with Ethereum, Litecoin, and Doge, and so forth. So persons who know about cryptocurrency may say, here's how I want you to pay me. I want you to pay me in Bitcoin. They provide the address, and the money is sent over to your Bitcoin wallet. And you can use it to do every other thing that Bitcoin can be used for. So there are many ways of getting paid, many ways of benefiting directly from the company. All right. So both in your health as well as your wealth, you want to be a member today. And you want not just to be a member, but to begin to tell others about it, because the world needs to know that there are ways that a simple way that they can be in a business that actually provide them with products that are so reasonable that they can help improve their health, but also give them an opportunity to make some money back, to get money back, so that they could have a residual income every month to augment their own salary or their own expense. All right. So this is LiveGood. We are guaranteeing nothing, but we are saying that if you, in the compensation plan, we are saying that if you work, if you perform, if you put your heart in there and you put the performance, you will see the result. All right. If you do nothing, then guess what? You can still gain something. If you invite one person, they may begin to work and begin to promote it and invite others, and you might get some overflows. It might take some time, but you might build eventually. But if you put your hands to the plow and you begin to work, you will see the results much, much, much quicker. That said, we will stop the recording now, and we will allow for any question, any feedback, any answers, any testimonial that you may have.